Hey y'all, in my office, and I have some exciting news for you. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am just through the roof with this. But before I get started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm in a doctoral program. I am in a educational doctorate program for higher education. So that means that I will have an educational doctorate in higher education. I work in higher education, and I just love education, y'all. All of my degrees are actually in education. So this is really the big kahuna to round it out. So I started my doctoral program really like right after COVID kind of popped off. So August 2020 is when I started my program. I originally started with 3 courses. So I took 3 courses that first semester, and then after that I took 2 courses each until this semester. So this semester is my last semester of coursework. So during your last semester of coursework, you typically start working on your comprehensive exams. I had a written exam that was so stressful. Oh my gosh, make sure y'all check out that video. I'll link it below. And I had an oral exam. So my written exam was made up of several prompts from my main courses. So I had 4 foundational courses. There were 2 prompts each, and you had to answer both prompts. They had to be between 4 and 5 pages with at least 5 resources each. And then I had like a research component to it where I had to talk about my research prompt from a quantitative and a qualitative perspective. That was 1,200 words each with 10 sources each. So y'all, it was literally a book. I turned in like over 60 pages or close to 60-ish pages. I only had 6 days to do it, and I mean, it was just stressful as heck, but I passed. I found out earlier last month that I passed. Whew, y'all, was so happy. And then there was another component, the oral exam. The oral exam was me talking about my research. So basically, I had to go before my chair and one of my committee members. So there were 2 folks, and this was a Zoom call, and I did a presentation on my dissertation proposal. Basically, not like the initial whole like shebang where you do like a proposal defense. This was more of an informational for the oral exam. So I worked on it pretty hard, but then something came up, y'all. I got COVID. So the week that I was supposed to do my oral exam, I had COVID. So I was like, oh my gosh. And I thought like, just push through, Dugan, you can do it. But I was like, no, this is serious business. Like, sis, you need to take time for yourself and just reschedule this thing. So both committee members were very gracious, and they rescheduled it for last Wednesday. And so it was scheduled for about an hour. He told me that it could possibly go up to an hour and a half. So I was like, oh, this is serious, you know. So, but actually it only took me about 30 minutes. I explained it very thoroughly. I answered all needed questions. And then by the end of the call, they let me know that I had passed and I was ABD. So for all my doctoral students, you know that ABD means all but dissertation. So I was like, wow, like I'm here, I am here. So let's go to the moment that it actually happened so you can see my reaction. Hey y'all, so in my office, and I just took my oral exam. So for my doctoral program, I had the written exam in September. I passed that, and then the second part was the oral exam. And happy to say that I am ABD, all but dissertation. That means, not in my teeth, that means that I passed. So I am so excited right now, y'all. I'm ready to get this process going. I'm ready to be Dr. Dugan. I'm excited about my topic and just doing the research for it. So yes, y'all, I passed. Whew, thank you, Lord. So as you can see, I was very, very excited, and I still am very happy. I know it's a big accomplishment to finally get to the dissertation phase. So here are a few tips that I have to help my doc students who have their oral exam coming up. So first things first, y'all, make sure that you actually practice your presentation. Like, that is so important. Like, when I'm giving any big presentation, like I, set my laptop up like I'm going to, be standing up, or I just sit up tall, I make sure that I'm enunciating. Like, I rehearse it like a play. And that's what I did. And I felt like that really helps you to just know more about what you're talking about. You have those little points that you already know that you want to say. So make sure you rehearse. All right, step 2, utilize a good presentation platform. So I like Canva. Like, the days of PowerPoint are over. I just feel like that is so 2002. Like, use Canva, use a really good presentation method that's really going to display your work. Canva is free. I use the free version. We actually have the pro version through my office, but I actually use the free version to make my oral exam slides. And I just thought that it looked really good. It looked really clean and nice. So make sure that you use a good presentation method. Another tip that I would give is that I would say to be prepared for questions, right? Because they're going to ask questions. And that was really the thing that made me nervous, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they going to ask? Of course, you may not know exactly what they're going to ask, but you know the holes in the literature. You know where there may be some gaps at. So you may, just want to spend some extra time there. What is something that someone would ask about this who's not as familiar with our topic or with my topic? Ask yourself that and kind of already have, the answers to certain questions formulated. Of course, if you don't know the answer, make it sound good. We see people do that every day, on TV. They don't know what they're talking about, but it sounds good. So make it sound good, dress it up, and then, maybe you ask like another question just in return to clarify what they're saying, but make it sound good, y'all. Never let them see you sweat. My last tip would be, don't ever be too hard on yourself. Of course, give it 100%, give it your all, but don't be too hard on yourself. Things come up, COVID came up for me. And, I had to really tell myself it's okay. It's okay to reschedule things. We know this is a big thing, but this is something that was unexpected. And, just be prepared for when it's time to go in front of your committee. So don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself breaks as needed. You are going to get through this, especially for my full-time workers, y'all. I know it's hard, but you are going to get through this. Give yourself a break, encourage yourself. You got this. Y'all, so actually on Friday before I left work, it was probably about 4:15ish, I got an email and it said doctoral candidacy, and it was basically saying that I am now an official doctoral candidate, meaning that I have completed all of my coursework, or I will by the end of this semester, and I have passed my exam. So your girl is officially a doctoral candidate. Miss Dugan is loading. And I actually met with another committee member this morning, so I'm excited about the process. Of course, I'm going to keep making videos for all of my doctoral students out there. What questions do you have? Drop down in my comments and let me know. I'll answer them as best as possible. And I'm just excited, y'all. Shout out to all my doctoral students. I'm hoping to walk across that stage soon. Yes, Dr. Dugan is loading. I hope this video was helpful for you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Shout out to all my new followers, y'all. I am over 700 subscribers. So, hey, y'all. Let me know, what do you want to hear from me? I definitely want to make sure, that I'm connecting and that I'm making the stuff that y'all want to see. But, all right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.